Hey everyone, hope you're having a good day, having a blessed day, wherever and whenever you are. We're gonna go check out what Ollie's has for Christian books and Bibles for November 2025. Let's get to it. Let's start down here. We've got a really cheap $4.99 Bible, NIV Holy Bible for Kids. Okay, so it's definitely a smaller font. But certainly just basic, but still, that's not bad. $4.99. Now this looks cool. It's $12.99. I've actually seen this online, and it's the Underground Story Bible Origins. It says, experience the dynamic stories and letters of the New Testament interwoven with action-packed graphic novel tales of its origin in the early church. Now, this is cool for, like, I know my son would probably like something like this, but because he's very much into very visual things, so just kind of breaks up the New Testament a little bit in the easy sections. We have a comic book here, a graphic novel. I think this is awesome for the price too. So definitely worth checking this out. It does look like there's a few different devotionals. Amazing Grace, Count Your Blessings, Daily Gratitude. Let's look at that one real quick. Let's see. February 4th, Mark 11:24. What things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them. And then it tells you to give thanks and praise for what you have, and your prayers are already answered. Very cool. I do like the verse, and it's like prayer prompts almost. That's really nice. I like that. I didn't know what I was expecting. Very nice. $6.99. And of course, the other ones would probably be very similar. Now this one, $24.99, is a CSB note-taking Bible. It comes with a case. Pull the book out like that, hardcover edition. Let me get that pulled out for you. That is beautiful. It does say stained glass edition. On the back it's got some information. Unique stained glass art cover design, durable Smithsonian lay flat binding, single column text format. I like that. 1.75 inch margins, 8-point type size. Okay, so I would like it to be a little larger than that. Black letter text for better readability, 1-year Bible reading plan, ribbon, concordance. And let's just see what it looks like on the inside, but I do like the artwork. Plenty of room to write notes if you're a note taker. I do like that. However, the font is definitely too small for me. But like I said, if this is you're like a journaler or a note taker, this is great. Let's see what else we got. Is there any other pictures in here? I'm not sure that there are. I think might be some, yeah, there's some colorful maps in the back here. Very nice. I was looking at this and I thought the price was kind of high for the CSB large print thin line Bible for a bargain outlet, but I do see, you know, of course it's regularly priced and it's $69.99. It is a bonded leather edition, so I guess that's not bad. I'd have to do some cost comparison online, but let's look at it. Ooh, it looks nice. Feels nice. Nice on the inside. Not bad, not bad. I do like that it's large print, of course. Yeah. Very nice feel to it, very nice. Not a bad quality Bible for $30. I'll say that. This is another CSB with a case, hardcover edition. This one is the Adorned Bible, featuring illustrations by Gustave Doré, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. See, comes with a case. On the back, more than 200 high-quality magnified line art illustrations by Gustave Doré, single column setting with wide margins, elegant gold design accents, black letter text paired with gold type for scriptures associated with each Doré illustration. Oh, that's cool. Ornately designed drop caps to begin each book and bold chapter numbers for easy reference. Durable Smithsonian lay flat binding, 10-point typeset size that is easy to read. Topical subheadings, footnotes, concordance, presentation page for gift giving. Let's look at this one. Right off the bat, I just pulled the book out of the case. Check this out. That is awesome right there. Beautiful illustration. Nice contents. So this is 10-point. I already like how big it is. Ooh, very cool. Genesis 8:4. Let's see if it. Oh yes, very cool. So Genesis 8:4. It's gold, just like it says. Referencing the picture over here. That is so cool. Very cool. The Psalms look nice. This is beautiful. I really like this. Walking around the other side here. Got a couple of affordable KJV options here. Personal size, giant print reference Bible. Very nice. 10-point type. Not bad, not bad. And this one is a single column personal size KJV for only $14.99. I do want to look inside the single column KJV. That'll be cool, and it's a nice navy leather touch. I like the color. Very easy read. It does look like verse by verse. What I mean by that is, you see how each verse is separated? That is verse by verse. That's what that means. This is really nice. Easy. Really good for $15. Of course, this also has some Christian books, some more prayer type books, Psalms and prayers. That might be nice. Psalm 143, 7 through 8. Cause me to hear thy loving kindness in the morning, for in thee do I trust. Cause me to know the way wherein I should walk, for I lift up my soul unto thee. Book from Jim Cymbala with John Blattner, called Fan the Flame. It says, let Jesus renew your calling and revive your church. Now, I am recently familiar with Jim Cymbala. I just started listening to him. He is the senior pastor of the Brooklyn Tabernacle. And I like to watch a lot of sermons, and I'm always looking up different churches and things like that. And I just knew that the Brooklyn Tabernacle was like a historic church and a lot of history behind it and everything. And then you always think the Tabernacle Choir. So I just decided I was going to look that church up and watch one of the services and just to see what it was like. And that's how come I found Mr. Jim Cymbala. So far I've listened to 2 or 3 of his messages. I really like it. And who knows, maybe I'll read one of his books someday. You just never know what you're gonna find. Always just walk around looking. It's another pastor I like to listen to sometimes. Pastor Jensen Franklin. That's not a bad price right there, $3.99. You gotta be careful. There's some things that are not Christian mixed in here. We don't care about that. Well, that either. Sorry. You do have to be careful when you're looking at some of these Christian books. They're not all Christian. And certainly some of them are not by great Christian teachers either. So you just have to be careful, have some discernment. I do see this. I'm a huge admirer of Dr. Charles Stanley, so this grabbed my interest. The Gift of the Cross. Definitely want to check this out. Introduction, what a gift. The word of the cross is foolishness to those who are perishing, but to us who are being saved, it is the power of God. 1 Corinthians 1:18. Very nice pictures, great devotional material. I'll tell you what, you can't go wrong reading anything by Charles F. Stanley. In fact, go to his YouTube channel, the In Touch Ministries, and you can actually watch a 24/7 stream of all of his sermons. Wow, you'll be truly blessed if you do that. They've even got a little children's section over here. This is pretty cool. Story of Noah's Ark. Very cool. Would you look at that? Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed a little sampling of what Ollie's Bargain Outlet can offer. I would advise you to check regularly, as the items in Ollie's can change month by month, location by location. So we're gonna be hoping to do a lot more of these. Guys, if you want to see more of this kind of stuff, let us know. We're a Christian family channel. God bless.